Alright, what's going on, guys? Before we get into the video, let me ask you a quick question real quick. Do you think the earth is round, or do you think that the earth is flat? Well, if you thought that the earth is round, then you're a fucking idiot because the earth is flat. Of course it's flat, man. Just take a look at everything. Now, before you guys click off the video, I'm just joking. No, the earth is round. But I had to ask that question because I recently noticed that there's been this little movement going on that kind of just like slipped under the radar that I had no idea about. And supposedly there's a group of people out there who believe that the earth is flat. Now, how I found out about this is I was talking to one of my friends that I know, and he told me about this, and I've always sort of heard about this kind of thing, but I always thought like this society of people, I thought they were trolling. I thought they weren't serious. I thought it was like a meme. I thought it was a joke, because honestly, who believes that the earth is flat? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense, and there's billions of different types of ways that you can prove that the earth is round. But believe it or not, man, there is a society right now out there in the world that believes that the earth is flat. Now, one of the biggest things that's just a freaking joke, man. Last year, Netflix had uploaded a movie to their streaming service, and the movie is called Behind the Curve. And if you guys haven't watched it, I didn't watch it either until my friend told me about it. It's basically a documentary about this one dude who tries, and I say quote unquote tries, to explain how the world is flat, but he fails miserably, and he doesn't deliver any powerful points or any powerful arguments to go against it. So in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you clips from the movie. I'm not going to be showing the entire movie, obviously, but I'm going to be showing little clips of some of the things that this guy says, and then we're going to be going over it. So without further ado, let's look at some of the stuff that this guy says. I'm going to put it right here on the screen for you guys.
Right out there, that's Seattle. You shouldn't be able to see it. There should be hundreds of feet of curvature between us and them. You should barely be able to see the tops of those buildings. When you're doing the curvature of the Earth, here's what the Earth looks like. And what we're saying is, and of course this is exaggerated, is that if you're here, eventually, if there's an object far enough, you won't be able to see it over here because the curvature of the Earth puts it on the other side of the hill. And you could say, oh, well, it's refraction, or it's atmospheric effects, or it's mirage. It's like, no, not.
Okay, so basically what this guy does is from wherever he's standing, he looks out into the distance and he can see the town of Seattle. And what he's saying is, well, if the earth has a curvature, then how come I can see the town of Seattle, right? Like, if there was a curvature, the town or the city of Seattle, I wouldn't be able to see it. Now, listen, guys, like, I'm no scientist or anything, and I'm pretty sure this guy is no scientist. I mean, after all, he believes the earth is flat. But are you serious? Are you forgetting how massive the world is, man? And for the most part, what he's saying is sort of true. But I mean, look at the distance he's standing in. Like, he's not even standing that far away. I would say like he's probably like about 10 miles out from the city. Like, dude, do you understand how big the earth is? For you to say that there should be curvature right there from where you're standing makes zero sense at all. Like, come on, man. If you're gonna make a documentary about the earth being flat, you gotta at least put in some examples that make sense, man. And what this movie did a lot of the times was kind of draw your attention to topics that don't even matter. Like, for example, there's this one part in the movie where the guy who's running the documentary, he meets this girl online who also happens to be one of these flat earth theory people, and they spend like 30 minutes talking about how they got into a relationship, and even the girl was trying to fool people into believing that, hey, we're just normal people like everybody else. Everybody thinks we're weirdos or people living with their mom. And I'm looking at some of these people that are like flat earth theory people, And let me tell you, man, these dudes, they look weird. They're the kind of people that you would look at, like going into a store or something like that, and you would try your best to avoid them. Like, they're that weird.
Are you going to that by any chance? Are you going to the conference in Raleigh? Bummer.
Flat Earth's positive. When flat earthers get together, it doesn't matter their background or whatever, it's like you connect on such a deep level.
Infinite plane, how does that work as far as a dome, celestial?
Yeah, Mark Sargent asked me about that. I'm not going to assume there's a dome until somebody can show me the curvature of the sky. Until I find out otherwise, I'm just going to say infinite.
I guess you can say not all of them look that weird, but look at this guy right here, man. Like, his eyes are just so wide open, and like he's just staring at the person who's talking. And look at this dude. Tell me why on his shirt, like the right side of his collar, it's not popped out correctly. Only the one on the left is. Like, what the hell? He couldn't like fix his collar up. He didn't notice or some shit. And look at this dude. What the hell? This guy is like seriously wearing like some weird ass hat on the top of his head, looking fucking shady. And look, he's wearing a red shirt under a white shirt. What the hell, dude? Like, come on, man. And now look at this guy. What kind of shirt is he wearing, man? Oh, dude, I don't know, man. I just think some of these people just look really, really weird, man. Man, I didn't want to roast these guys, man, but they made it so easy for me to do so, man. I just couldn't help myself. And at the end of that clip, one of the things that the guy says that just kind of like was so dumb is he said that I'm not going to assume that there's a curve until someone can point out the curvature of the sky. And honestly, that is so stupid, man. Like, again, you're forgetting how massive our world is. So of course when you look up into the sky, it's gonna look pretty flat to you, man. Think of the size you are and think of planet Earth. Like, planet Earth is probably like a million more times. I'm not like super accurate in saying that, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, the Earth is so much bigger than you are, so when you look up into the sky, you're not gonna see any curvature because you're too small, man. Like, you're not gonna be able to see any curvature, man. The world is a really big place, and you're not going to see any curvature in the sky.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. 5 years ago, I started doing this whole brain power program, bouncing balls off hammers, working on my penmanship, working on my memory. Titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. And about 14 months ago, my brain coach, Michael Lavery, said, Nathan, you got to look into flat Earth. And then the more I researched it, and then I found out that it's actually the biblical cosmology is a geocentric cosmology. Then I realized why they're hiding the truth. It's because they don't want anyone to know anything. They want people dumb, blind, deaf to the truth, so they can inject you with their vaccines and their public schooling and this heliocentric model, which is basically forced sun worship. Did you know they made up dinosaurs? People in the school system too.
Wow, I'm almost speechless. Before you guys think about joining this little flat earth cult, I'm gonna call it a cult, that's what I feel like it is. Before you even think about joining it, man, look at the kind of people that are involved with this crap. He sounds like one of those hippie dudes that go around saying, it's all just a lie, you're being fooled by the government, and they're deceiving you, and you're being brainwashed. Like, I can't believe the crap this guy is saying. And to top it all off, did you guys hear what he said at the end? He looked to the camera guy, and he was like, hey, did you know they made up dinosaurs? Like, wow, really? And the cameraman is like, really, they did? He's like, by who? And he was like, the school system. And I'm just, oh my gosh. You know, just ignore the thousands of fossils that we found buried underground and has been researched for a lot of years, man. Just avoid all of that. But nah, man. You're right. Dinosaurs don't exist, man. The government is lying to us. None of that crap is real. Okay, so to end this video, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and this video is getting a little long. I just want to point out some of the evidence that we have that completely debunk that the earth is flat. I don't know who's seriously out there believing that the earth is flat, but Hey man, if you're one of those people, I just want to let you know, we people on planet Earth, we have something called time zones. Yeah, oh shit, you didn't know about that? Yeah man, when it's day on one part of the Earth, it's night on the other. Wow, I did not know that. Wow man, had no idea time zones exist, man. Like, I could sit here all day trying to show all kinds of different examples on how we can prove that the Earth is round, and you don't have to be like a crazy super scientist to figure this out. People even way back in history have learned about this. My dude Aristotle, for example, man, one night he looked up into the night sky and he saw a round shadow on the moon's surface, showing that the Earth is actually round and not flat. Another really easy way you can tell and just prove to yourself that the Earth is round is by looking at the other planets that are already fucking out there, man. We have something called photographic evidence. I mean, look at all the planets. We have Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, Mars. They're all fucking round, man. Like, it doesn't make sense. So planet Earth is flat, but all these other planets are just round. That makes no sense, alright? The fucking Earth is round. It's not flat. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for today's video. I just really wanted to make this, man, because I'm surprised. Like, I didn't know that there's actually a growing community of these kind of people that are just believing in this bullcrap, and I don't know why, man. I have no clue why. It's crazy times we're living in, man. It's 2019. People are just going wild, believing in like the most ridiculous things. But anyways, man, that's it for me. That's all the time I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you did enjoy. And let me know what you guys think, man. Do any of y'all think like the Earth is flat, man? Just please let me know. And give me reasons why, man. Just why. I mean, I can understand like from a perspective like, hey man, don't believe everything you hear. You know, that's true. You know, that makes sense. But it's so obvious that the Earth is actually not fucking flat. Like, you can't hide that fact. I mean, there's so many things that points out that the Earth is round, so I'm not sure why people are believing in this, man. Probably for like some fucked up reasons that I'm just not sure of. But anyways, guys, like I said, if you enjoyed, leave a like. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.